What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MULN stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and what so-called amazing news was the driver of this price from its swing low all the way up to 14%. But then, unfortunately for a lot of shareholders, Mullen shareholders, it came back to the initial price point. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video just a couple of days ago, right before this reverse stock split was announced, and the reverse stock split that was the official news from their news section was the reason why it had quite decent movement to the upside for other stocks, but for the Mullen Automotive it is basically close to nothing. And it came back in a matter of just several hours. So let me show you this news in details and why it cannot be the real catalyst for this company and what should we expect next, especially in the upcoming week. So Mullen analysis 149 reverse split. On the one hand, and a lot of YouTubers who is consistently shielding this stock, they are pretty happy about this decision because David Michery didn't choose the 1:100 ratio. But if you read the first paragraph of this press release, you can basically let me quote this. Mullen, an emerging electric vehicle EV manufacturer, today announces a 149 reverse split. The company intends to begin repurchasing up to $25 million in shares through a stock buyback program after the filing of its 10Q and upon expiration of its blackout period. So, in these three rows, you can read a lot of information, but it is basically useless information. First of all, a 149 reverse stock split. We know that they made the previous reverse stock split about 3 months ago, but it doesn't help this company to hold the line of $1 mark, and it still might be delisted from the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. And the second reverse stock split at the ratio of 149 is made because of the again Nasdaq listing rules, and this 149 ratio is nothing else but the attempt to stay in line with the Nasdaq listing rules and with the potential grace period of 180 days. But it will not help them. On top of that, I basically cannot find any mention about the effective date. This means this press release means nothing in regards to this reverse stock split. Next one, the company intends to begin repurchasing up to $25 million in shares through a stock buyback program. And I found quite interesting details right here. Revising the MULN stock buyback program. This article was made by Trade Gopher 15 hours ago. And you can see right here the most important part. So first of all, they use a lot of words may, purchase up to 25 million shares, and as you can see, the words such as continue, will, may, could, should, expect, expected, plans. So in their forward-looking statements, they mentioned a lot of these type of words in order to protect themselves. Next one, the most important thing in my opinion is right here. Shares may be repurchased from time to time in the open market or in privately negotiated transactions. And these privately negotiated transactions might be in between different people. So the last one is very important, as the privately negotiated transactions can include purchases from institutions, the existing lenders who received Mullen shares and warrants previously in private placement, or even CEO himself. This means potentially we might see the private transaction to make this buyback program from C-level executives. And I showed you this screenshot just in one of my previous videos, basically in the previous video. when from the 2019 David Michery alone received $150 million. And this is a huge amount if you compare it with the current market cap of Mullen Automotive of less than $76 million. On top of that, why in the world they want to make this buyback program? If I remember it correct, they issued shares and warrants back in July, I guess July 26th, for $100 million at the strike price of 6 cents. But right now they want to buy it back for the price of 10 cents. It doesn't make sense from the company standpoint. On top of that, let me show you this article that was published by the Post Hoc Ergo, and he wrote this: my thoughts on reverse stock split timing and ratio. Last week I was relatively certain that DM would announce a 1-4-50 or 1-4-100 today to take effect tomorrow. Now I think he might have another trick up his sleeve. Either AH today or PM tomorrow he announces a 149.9. But it won't be effective for several days, maybe a week. That way, if the shares rally, because DM is looking out for the little guy with just a 149.9, he's good. But if the shares sell off, which I imagine they will, as he's taking a massive risk reverse stock splitting to just $1.12, then he has a few days to say, just kidding, we are actually going to do a 1-4-100. I think DM desperately doesn't want to give up their future compliance because he knows he's going to need it inside of 2 years, even if he does a 1-4-50 to $5.75. I also think he's an idiot who has been listening to Financial Journey for too long if he thinks there's a chance of a sustained rally on only a 149.9. And I think he's right. He was right basically 2 days ago, right before David Michery announced this ratio of 1:9. And definitely, we have a lot of red flags for Mullen. And if you don't see these red flags, you are a blind person. And if you hold this stock, I think you are deeply in red and you lost more than 80% of your capital to this point. And guys, my main goal with this type of videos is to protect people's money, because for now more than 35 people already say thank you because I help them to protect their capitals. And this is my main goal, because if you take a look, if you try to search MULN Stock videos on YouTube search bar, you will not find any of my videos. And my videos collected from 600 all the way up to 1000 views, and I basically don't have any intention to earn the money on these type of videos, and it is worthless for me. I'm making money from trading, and that is why I still stand on my position that no one should invest in this asset because it is a fraudulent company. And this pump and dump, the second pump and dump for 12% in a matter of just one session, and previous one was made for 41%, and it broke the previous swing low again, and it moved even lower. And I have to say that we will not see any type of movements to the upside based on its fundamentals. But the upcoming week and upcoming several weeks might be very rich of the so-called major news regarding Mullen, because David has to hold the price of the stock above $1 threshold, even with the 149 reverse stock split ratio. And that is why it is not a financial advice, but I want to show you the bigger picture of its price action. And if you switch, let's say, to 4 hours time frame and zoom out, you will see that this asset lost a lot of its value in a matter of just 1 year alone. From the beginning of this year till present day, it lost almost 99%. And if you compare it with the previous price action, it lost more than 99.7% from its for the 2 years period. And this is really mind-blowing, and this shows how fraudulent this asset is, and the main reason why C-levels executive is doing this is this one, is their remuneration. Because David Michery received $150 million for less than 4 years from 2019 till present day. And this is really upset. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up.